started. My name is Jessica Alvarado. I'm the LPC here at ABC Human Services Agency. I have already been working here for 6 years, and so far it has been good. I graduated from Angelina College. So before we start, I want to see if you understood all of the confidentiality forms that you filled out with the secretary.
Yes, ma'am. I understood everything.
Okay, so you are aware that this is confidential, so whatever we talk about here will be kept in private. And you are aware that if I do notice any signs of abuse in you or any harm that will come to you or to others, I do have to report it.
Okay.
Okay. So before we start the session, I want to ask you what you expect from the sessions.
What I expect from it would be for y'all to help me develop my fear towards what is my cause.
What's the cause of your fear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So tell me, how did it all start?
Okay, 4 months ago, I witnessed a car wreck, a horrible car wreck, which kept me traumatized to this very day. It's been very, very, very horrible that it caused trouble on my family, with my only kid that I have, and it has caused trouble on me by going buying groceries. You see, I'm a single dad, and the thing is that I have to go. I either have to go or I have to tell somebody to go.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I move around, when I move around my car, the only thing that I go is to work because that is required. Because without money, I wouldn't have anything. But that's the only thing. But I'm so traumatized that I can't even go maybe past the grocery store that's right here.
Wow.
And luckily, thank God, my job is very close.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, how? Tell me more about the accident. How were you involved in it, or was it just that you saw it?
No, ma'am. The thing that was that, okay, I was going on the road, like just a normal day, when suddenly a car, it just, like, it hit another truck, but it was like I was right there.
Okay, so you saw
I felt like I was the one in the car because I witnessed this, like, I was in the front row seat. Let's put it like that.
I understand why you would feel so traumatized because you saw such a terrible accident. So tell me about your family. You said you're a single father and you have one son.
Yes, ma'am.
How old is he?
He's 7 years old.
7 years old.
Yes, ma'am.
And I bet you definitely need to have some one-on-one time with him. How does he feel about your fear? Is he aware of your fear?
He knows about my fear. It affects him daily. It affects him during the weekends. Every time that he asks me, Daddy, let's go to the park. Daddy, I'm going to play some baseball. Daddy, take me to school. I don't want to ride the bus. That affects me. Because if I didn't have that fear that I have, I wouldn't be able to take him anywhere he wanted to.
Yes.
Like, I wish to do that. That's my desire. But that fear is so strong that it's fighting against me and it's beating me.
I understand that you're in a very difficult position, but I do want to acknowledge also that you're a very strong person because regardless of everything that you've been going through, you're still keeping, you're still go to work, you still have that courage, that strength. And that's like the little light that's gonna, become a flame eventually, okay? So I just want to let you know that I'm gonna help you work on this, okay?
Thank you
Now,
very
it for others, it may take longer or a shorter amount of time, but I just want you to know that we can go at your pace, okay? So whatever whatever you feel comfortable with doing, we'll do that. Okay. So, what I do understand, from what you told me, is that you saw the car accident, and ever since then, you have trauma from seeing that, and it's making it very difficult for you to be able to, you know, do activities with your son, and just simple tasks such as going to the grocery store. So tell me more about why you decided to come into the agency now. And you said it was about 5 months ago, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So why now from 5 months ago?
Just simply because I want to change in my life. I can't take this fear that's fighting against me. Like I told you, it's beating me. And before it kills me, I want to fight against it.
Okay, that's good. I like that you are you're very brave, and I think that's going to help you throughout our sessions, because you have that courage and you are willing to fight against this fear, and you're willing to make changes. I think that that's going to be a very, very good goal-making trait that you have. So that's going to help you in the long run, okay? So tell me, what do you want your life to be like in, let's say, 4 months?
I would love my life to be like it was before the car wreck. How it was like a normal person that daily goes to work without no fear. You know, sometimes I see them, they sing songs while I'm there in the car. While I'm over here shaking, I want to be that normal person.
You want to be like
That person that I was before everything.
okay, I understand.
I want my son to be proud to come and visit me. I want to go with daddy, let's say. I want him to be like, I want to go, like, no, he's boring. No.
Well, trust me, we'll work on this, okay? So, what do you think, maybe something that you can do to change? Do you think you would be ready or willing to start, I don't know, maybe going to the grocery store, or going to a friend's house? Do you think that maybe you could do that?
I would do whatever it takes to change my life,
Okay.
to fight against it.
Would you be comfortable doing this so sudden, or would you like to maybe slow down? And because we could also, what we could do is we could maybe go over some breathing techniques and relaxation techniques, so that whenever you do drive to work, you can feel a little more confident, so that when you actually have to go do a bigger task, you won't feel as stressed. Would you like for us to do that?
I would love for you to take some time, because just by you telling me the day tomorrow, my heart is already pounding of the fear that I'm gonna have.
Yeah.
By, okay, David, go to the grocery store. Like, in 2 hours, go to the grocery store and beat this fear.
Okay, now I don't want you to stress over this, okay? So we work at your pace, okay? So
Thank you.
whatever you feel comfortable with doing, we'll do. But for right now, since you're not ready or completely ready to take that initiative, we can start reviewing, or, coming up with some relaxation techniques and breathing techniques, so when you do a task that you normally do, it won't be as hard. Okay, so let's try to get you comfortable just driving to work, and then when you feel completely comfortable driving to work, then maybe we'll see if we can jump to the next step. Okay?
Thank you.
Now, okay, so how about for next week? If you'd like, would you like me to set you up an appointment to come back to the agency?
Sure.
Yes? Okay. So, saying that, I want you to think about um, some, like, whenever you're about to drive to work, I want you to just find a relaxing idea or relaxing thoughts that just kind of calm you down. Okay? So, whenever you're about to drive, just think about positive things and try to slow down. Okay? Don't stress over, things. Just try really hard to just calm yourself down and just go step by step. Okay? Don't try to rush things and don't get scared. Okay?
I'll try.
Okay. Now, I also want you to think about the feelings that you do get whenever you do get anxious and nervous. I want you to try to control those feelings, okay? Because you control your own feelings. So I want you to try to control those feelings and try to maybe counteract those feelings with positive feelings, okay? So just say, okay, today is going to be a great day. I'm going to drive to work, okay? So
Positive.
just remain positive and don't think about negative thoughts, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's going to help you in the long run because it's going to make you more confident. So next time when you have to drive somewhere else, it'll be, easier and it'll just come by nature, okay? You just have to get used to it. When you get used to that routine, then it'll come easier, okay?
Okay.
So for next session, that's what we're going to do. And I also want you to think about maybe driving to a place that's close to where you live. Maybe a park or a friend's house, Maybe you could just drive around somewhere where there isn't much traffic. I think maybe that could help you a lot because, there isn't really a big risk of having, anything. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so it was very nice talking to you and meeting you. I know that we're going to get somewhere with this session, with these sessions, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Because I know that you're willing to work towards this, so I encourage you to try, okay?
Thank you very much.
Alright, well thank you so much and we'll see you next session.
Thank you.
Thank you. You have a great afternoon.